Welcome. Yes, yes. Welcome. Now, let's speak on this because it's always these guys who don't even watch basketball. They don't watch basketball. They don't watch the game. They know nothing of our game that we love so much. They know nothing of it. But yet they're the first ones to make these kind of videos because they do digital, they got editing skills and all that. So they make these little memes and say, look, Jordan and Marcus was a failure, and LeBron and Bronny, that's success. Anything to make LeBron try to look like he won something over Michael Jordan is terrible. This is what's wrong with sports today. And what Adam Silver should be concerned about is not the sports media talking about we need to educate and appreciate when you don't let the people educate. You want them to glaze a mediocre product and act like it's the greatest thing they've ever seen. That's what you want. And unfortunately, you're not going to get that from former players who played the game and know that this is crap that they're looking at on the screen. And rather addressing the fact that it's crap, you want to glaze it because you're trying to promote a 40-year-old player who's way past his prime and making him your face of your league. At some point, you got to right the ship. Now, they got it right this year. They got rid of the old people. So far, this is going great. The playoffs are going great. We're seeing new blood. We're seeing new talent. We're seeing new faces show up. We're going to see what the NBA is going to do with it because getting LeBron out in the first round was very essential to righting the ship. Because what you don't want is to have that bum stick around longer than what he needs to. Okay? But first things first, what we need to discuss. Let's talk about this burning question here. Failure and success. Would you look at what Bronny James has done so far in his rookie year a success? Hmm? I would not call this a successful rookie year for Bronny James. With the amount of publicity that came his way. I would definitely say Bronny is you know, a run of the mill type player that they can try to build around, but he's not a world class talent player, and it's more mental than anything. And could this guy actually play without his father being around? I don't think so. So to have Bronny James in this situation, it doesn't help your league by going with these narratives and stories. I'm not upset that his father got him in the league, but the attention, the media hype, and all of this stuff that they created, not us, they created the LeBron media. Michael Jordan didn't have to do that to his children, knowing what he was and what he went through to become Michael Jordan. He wouldn't want that for his children. The media scrutiny and everything, Mike hated that. LeBron adores it. LeBron loves attention. Michael Jordan, not so much. Mike want to be left the hell alone. And that was the key and what he had to deal with being Michael Jordan. He couldn't do things regularly anymore. Now, going through that, you're going to be forced into a lot of different, you know, stanzas that you're not going to be happy with. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. If you're gonna be around MJ, Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time, or that something you would say, but Michael wasn't going to exploit his children for his own success or to keep himself in the headline. He doesn't need it. Michael's NBA salary fails in comparison to what he's earned off of Nike, and that fails in comparison to what he's earned in investment. His net worth dwarfs LeBron James. Now they say, well, let's see when LeBron hit 60 something. Then we gonna see. You know what you're gonna see? Nothing. Because LeBron's worth and attention is only built off the fact of him playing basketball. If you want to talk failure, look at what he did. He tried to mimic Michael Jordan. He's an off brand version of Michael Jordan. He tried to do Space Jam like Michael Jordan. Huge mistake. And they realized that LeBron isn't popular as they thought he was. That's failure. Tried to remake House Party because it was successful and that was a movie we liked as kids. Epic failure. LeBron was like, what, 6 years old when House Party came out? So what does he know about House Party? He was 6. Okay, that was from our era. Like we were kids. We went to the movie theaters to see House Party. Class act. And unfortunately, House Party too. But yeah, we we saw these films. You was somewhere, playing with blistle blocks and like you're not at that level, man. It's troublesome to me because I hate the way these young people are who don't watch our sport, who make these type of videos to get hundreds of thousands of views to try to paint somebody in a certain position because they're getting attention and views on things that don't matter. Okay, Marcus was not going to the NBA. Okay, that just wasn't going to happen. I mean, he could have tried out and went. Some team would have gave him a shot because he's Michael's son, and he probably would have had a better career. He had a better collegiate career than Bronny, and basically, I believe he would have played better than Bronny had he played basketball. Marcus had heart. Marcus could hoop. Now Jeff, no, Jeff was just too small. He didn't grow. He was not going to be in the NBA. But Jeff could play a little bit, like he could facilitate. But he didn't have a jump shot. And Mike did not want to be a part of, interfering because when he gets involved, he's all in. And for his kids who didn't grow up like he did, to have that inner dog in you, it's going to be something that you have to find. Then they say, oh, well, why don't they act this way or act that way? Hey, it's what happens. Michael Jordan's got cousins. He's got, you know, all the people that, they don't even deal with because of who they are. Jordan's kids are set for life. Those main three got a trust fund. The twins that he got, they super set for life. But we only know Michael Jordan due to the kids he has now. I mean, the main three that he got with Juanita. Those are the ones we know. So if you want to say Marcus's drug problem is a failure on Michael Jordan's part, then you can say, okay, well, yeah, he's failing him as a father. He's his own man. Marcus is grown. Marcus wasn't doing this when he was with Mike, but Marcus is a grown man. All right. Bronny's like 20. If that. Marcus is way out of his 20s. Marcus has got to be in his 30s. He's a grown man. So at this point, what are we talking about? Do you think Bronny James has more money than Marcus? No. Because Marcus's trust fund makes sure that he never has to have that problem. His bills will be paid. Now, anything extravagant, Mike Nim is going to say that's on you. You're going to have to get that through your own business, through everything that you're doing on that end. That's on you. Then they say, well, where are all the blacks at? Oh, look, if you want to talk about Marcus, they grew up around white people with money. Wasn't a lot of brothers with money around him. They kept them around the white people who had money and didn't really want too much from them. So they grew up around white people. So they're comfortable being around whites. They went to school to predominantly all white schools. But so did Bronny James. Bronny took his white girlfriend on prom and y'all freaked out. So when she went to college, they broke up and they had to give Bronny, just for optics, he had to go get a black girl. So they went to Sally Richardson's daughter and all of this because it's all a show. It's all a show for the audience. LeBron is with Savannah, and you already know he's a snow bunny lover. So it's like, come on. Does that say one is successful and one is a failure? I just think that this is not Bronny's dream. This is LeBron's dream. He wants this for his media, for his program. He wants to do documentaries. He manufactures so much BS rather than making it organic that people don't even care about it no more. Nobody cares about Bron and Bronny no more. That's just a done deal. Bronny's not going to start next year. So what's the point? He's not starting. Luka is the starting point guard. And Luka was broken up the entire season. I remember Luka used to go down the lane and dunk. Shit, you ain't gonna see that no more. Nah, you can cancel that. Well, we got a lot of different instances that's taking place. You have a lot of different people who have a warped sense of, appeal when it comes to what a person should be doing and what a person shouldn't be doing. And because of that, people are put in a whole different perspective. I don't think Michael Jordan is more successful than LeBron James based on their children. Jordan is more successful in the game of basketball. He was more successful. He did it in way less time than LeBron. I don't feel that Bronny is uh, more successful than Marcus because he played in the NBA and Marcus didn't. Marcus could have played if Michael wanted it to happen. But if it's not going to happen organically, Michael's not going to have any influence on it whatsoever. And I felt that was the best thing for Marcus. Marcus chose not to go into the draft. Now, for people to have their own light, their own plight, how long will they continue with this Bronny James experiment? That's what they need to be asking themselves. How long are they going to continue with the experiment in the NBA? That should be the biggest question. Well, we're going to see. We are going to actually see. And then we're going to go from there. Yes, sir. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. I really do appreciate that. I hope y'all are on the Patreon because we are dropping some bombs on the Patreon this month. Oh, yes. Just a lot of the dirty stuff they've been hiding. I believe a lot of people have contacted the Patreon to try to get us shut down. And they're saying, hey, you're going to have to go directly at him. So, yeah, we've met a lot of resistance in this situation. Marcus' drug problem is on Marcus. But to say that's the failure of Jordan, hey, whatever. He's a 30-year-old man at this point. I mean, we could use it to poke at Mike, but look, what people choose to do when they're adults. So if Bronny James starts, he was smoking weed in high school, and you was allowing it as a parent, letting your high school son smoke weed. That's probably why he stopped growing. You made excuses for it. So is that a failure? Because he was damn sure a teenager and underage and smoking weed. LeBron got mad and started blaming the person that leaked the photo. See, this is what happened when we let new people around. Nope, no more new people around. It's only family. See, this is what happens. Like, dude, your son was smoking weed. He's 17, 16-year-old kid smoking weed. If you like that, then that's you as a parent. Like I knew some parents that was okay with their kids smoking cigarettes at like 17. Like I smoked when I was a teenager. And I'm like, look at you now. Look at you now. You're having an argument with your 17-year-old daughter about going into your pack of cigarettes. Well, you gotta buy your own pack. You're going into my pack. It's crazy. I ain't gonna even front. That shit's crazy. So anyway, I'm out. Don't forget to donate to the Cash App, which is Carcino. Uh, Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life. Welcome to HDII TV Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. And yeah, that's it, man. We about to do. They got to stop all this clown stuff, though. These people don't even watch basketball. You could tell they don't. They just make videos because it's a popular topic. So, and it leads to garbage like First Take. But anyway, I've said enough. I'm out.